डियर स्टूडेंट्स, पिछले लेक्चर में हम लोग पार्शियल वेव एनालिसिस के बारे में पढ़ चुके हैं, जिसमें हमने ये बताया था आपको कि पार्शियल वेव एनालिसिस लो एनर्जी की स्कैटरिंग के लिए यूज किया जाता है। पार्शियल वेव एनालिसिस से हम डिफरेंशियल स्कैटरिंग, क्रॉस सेक्शन, स्कैटरिंग एम्पलीट्यूड इत्यादि ज्ञात कर चुके हैं। आज के लेक्चर से हम पार्शियल वेव एनालिसिस के एप्लीकेशंस के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे, जिसमें पहला एप्लीकेशन है स्कैटरिंग फ्रॉम डेल्टा पोटेंशियल। डेल्टा पोटेंशियल is defined by UR equal to gamma delta R minus A, where delta R minus A equal to 1 for R equal to A and it is 0 for R is not equal to A। इस फिगर पे मैंने डेल्टा पोटेंशियल को ड्रॉ किया है। वाई एक्सिस पे पोटेंशियल है और एक्स एक्सिस पे हमने डिस्टेंस लिया है। The maximum value of the potential is equal to gamma at R equal to A, and just nearby points it is very much less. Beyond A minus epsilon and A plus epsilon, it is approximately 0. Here the gamma measures the strength of the potential. The potential is in between A minus epsilon to A plus epsilon. For low energy scattering, we consider only L equal to 0 components. These components contribute to the scattering. For the region R is less than A, we can write the radial part of Schrodinger equation as d square R over dr square plus k square R equal to 0, where k square equal to 2 mu E over h cross square. This is equation number 1. The solution of this equation is RR equal to A sin of KR. This is the region from where you are having an incoming wave. And the radial equation for the region R is greater than A can be written as d square RR over dr square plus k square RR. This is equal to 0. The solution of this equation would be RR equal to A sin of KR plus delta 0. This equation shows the scattering wave, and so here we have to include the phase shift. The phase shift is given by delta 0. And at the boundary, means at R equal to A, both solutions should be identical, which means A sin of K equal to B sin of K plus delta 0. Now, for the region in between A minus epsilon to A plus epsilon, this equation, Schrodinger equation, is written as d square RR over dr square plus k square RR. This is equal to 2 mu over h cross square. UR की जगह यहाँ पे गामा डेल्टा R minus A and RR. This is equation number 5. On integrating this equation from A minus epsilon to A plus epsilon, we are having equation number 6. The second part of LHS of equation number 6 is very much less because of very less, very low energy, negligible energy. So this equation can be written as, for epsilon tends to 0, A minus epsilon to A plus epsilon, d square RR over dr square dr. This is equal to 2 mu gamma over h cross square integration from A minus epsilon to A plus epsilon delta R minus A RR dr equal to 0. On integrating and using the property of delta function, we have limit epsilon tends to 0, drr over dr a plus epsilon minus drr over dr a minus epsilon, this is equal to 2 mu gamma over h cross square rr. On putting the value of rr, we are having kb cos of ka delta 0 minus ka cos of ka equal to 2 mu gamma over h cross square b sin of ka plus delta 0. And we are now having equation number 7. On dividing 7 by 4, we are having k cot of ka plus delta 0 equal to k cot of ka plus 2 mu gamma over h cross square. On using the property of cot of a plus b, this is equal to cot of a cot b minus 1 over cot a plus cot b, we get k cot of ka cot of delta 0 minus 1 over cot of ka plus cot of delta 0 equal to k cot of ka plus 2 mu gamma over h cross square. On solving this equation, we have the value of cot of delta 0, this is equal to minus cot of k plus k h cross square over 2 mu gamma cosec square a. Here the energy of incident particle is very much low, that's why Ka is much less than 1. For this limit, sin of Ka is approximately equal to Ka, cos of Ka is nearly equal to 1, cot of Ka equal to 1 upon Ka, and cosec square Ka equal to 1 over K ka whole square. On putting these all values in above equation, we have cot of delta 0 equal to minus 1 plus 2 mu gamma over h cross square over 2 mu gamma over h cross square dot ka square, equation number 8. From this equation, it is very much clear that the phase shift delta 0 depend on energy k and the strength of the potential gamma. We already know from the partial wave analysis, total scattering cross section is given by sigma t equal to 4 pi over k square sin square delta 0, and sin square delta 0 can be written as 1 over 1 plus cot square delta 0. On putting the value of cot of delta 0, we have sigma t equal to 4 pi over k square into 1 over 1 plus 1 plus 2 mu gamma over h cross square over 2 mu gamma over h cross square ka square whole square, because again k is much less than 1, so we can neglect 1 as compared to the second term of the denominator of above equation, and then we have psi t equal to 4 pi a square into 2 mu gamma over h cross square over 1 plus 2 mu gamma a over h cross square. This is your equation number 9. Hence, the total scattering cross section sigma t depend on the strength of potential gamma. If anyhow 2 mu gamma a over h cross square is much greater than 1, then from equation 9 we have psi t equal to 4 pi a square. So this is the total scattering cross section for the potential psi t equal to 4 pi a square by using partial wave analysis. Thank you.